Yeah.
No, please, no, please.
This is not free speech if you're controlling what she's asked.
I'll tell you what, I'll have a conversation with you after this. After that, you can share it with them, but I'll happily have a conversation.
Please go ahead.
Carry
Carry on.
Where were we?
We were on, you were
Modi,
talking
Mr.
about the Modi government's performance.
So one thing that I think would be good is if he would speak.
But that idea that the Congress is delegative and there are discussions actually runs counter to the common perception, at least among the media and among academics and among lots of people and among this audience which wants to know. But isn't the Congress party associated with more dynastic politics?
What you see is okay. Actually, most parties in India have that problem. So don't give us stick because Mr. Akhilesh Yadav is a dynast, Mr. Stalin is a dynast, Mr. Dhumal's son is a dynast. So, you know, even Abhishek Bachchan is a dynast. I mean, that's how India runs. So I mean, don't get after me because that's how the entire country is running. By the way, last I recall, Mr. Ambani's kids were running their business. And that was also going on in Infosys, right? So that's what happens in India. But saying that, I do try to sort of change it in the Congress party. If you look at the Congress party, there's a large number of people who are actually not from dynastic families at all. And I can name them in every state. There are also people who did happen to have a father or a grandmother or a great-grandfather in politics. They do exist. There's not much I can do about it. I mean,
But as a quick follow-up to that, you know, a lot of people...
see,
go ahead.
the real question is the person actually a capable person? Is the person a sensitive person? That's the question. Anyway, sorry. To me, if you look at the Lok Sabha, 546 people, to me that should be 546 institutions, democratic institutions, each one fundamentally involved in lawmaking. Today our MPs, they don't make laws. They worry about building roads in villages. And they get punished for not building roads in villages or building roads in villages. They should be making laws. They should be empowered to make laws. That's their job. And that is the fundamental thing that's gone wrong in India. People say, you know, many people in the press write, oh, you know, why are there no discussions in Parliament that are interesting? I'll tell you why there are no discussions in Parliament that are interesting. There's no power in Parliament. All the power is outside Parliament. The power is in the Prime Minister's office or the Minister's office. You make the members of Parliament powerful, the discussion will start in the Parliament House. So to me, taking India to the next level is about transforming how our Parliament works, is about making sure that our members of Parliament are actually involved in lawmaking, that they become part and parcel of the conversation of lawmaking. That would be one of the things that I would do.
Great. Sorry, we can't take questions from the audience. My apologies. There's some people have asked the question of, you know, the way forward, and there are people who are asking the question about what is the way forward in Kashmir, you think? It's a difficult question.
No, 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 it's not a difficult question. It's not a difficult question. It's actually an easy question. You know, for 9 years, I worked behind the scenes with Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, with Mr. Chidambaram, with Jairam Ramesh, and a large number of people. And we worked silently on Jammu and Kashmir. When we started in 2004, terrorism was rampant in Jammu and Kashmir. By the time we finished in 2013, I went back and I hugged the Prime Minister. And I told him that, you know, one of your biggest successes is the end of violence in Jammu and Kashmir. In 2013, we had basically broken the back of terrorism in Kashmir. And we hadn't done it by giving big lectures and big stories. We hadn't done it by giving big lectures and stories. We had done it silently. I'll tell you how we did it. We did it by holding Panchayati Raj elections. We did it by linking women to banks, self-help groups. We did it by running a program of getting young Kashmiris, young people from Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, employment in other parts of India, bringing corporates to Jammu and Kashmir, having conversations like this with them, and building their confidence. In fact, the bodyguard who I went to Jammu and Kashmir is standing right here. And my way of measuring progress, I had two metrics. One metric was how many commercial flights are coming into Jammu and Kashmir. Because the more commercial flights, the more tourism, the more people are comfortable, the better we're doing. And the second was how close these guys stand to me. So if these guys are standing like all around me, we're not doing well. And if they're sort of loosening up a bit, we're doing well. So we went from practically no planes to 50 planes. And I remember one day in 2013, when I was looking around and I was like, where are my security guys? And they had like actually loosened up so much. And there was crowds all around me, 100, 200 people, and having a conversation. I went back there in 2014 and this gentleman was there with me. And this gentleman, these are his words, not mine. Let's get out of here right now. Otherwise, we're going to be in serious trouble. Right? What happened between 2013 and 2014 August? I'll tell you. Our strategy was to close the space for terrorists in Kashmir. We basically went in there and said young Kashmiris have two options. They can either be pro-India or they can be against India. Let's close the against India space. Let's find every little space we can find which is not pro-India and shut it down. And it took us 9 years. Panchayati Raj elections, suddenly the Indian government landed up right in the village. We had Pradhan sitting in the village, managing budgets of 1 crore, informing us exactly who the terrorists were. Students going to Bombay, to Karnataka, coming back and saying, you know what? Actually, there's opportunity here. So we gave the kids in Jammu and Kashmir a vision. And it was working. And then in 2014, the Indian government did something that inflicted a huge, huge strategic cost on India. Essentially, there are 4 political parties in Kashmir. There's the BJP on the extreme right. There's the Congress, Nationalist. There's the National Conference. There's the PDP. There's the Hurriyat. And then there's terrorists in Pakistan. The PDP was the instrument that brought young Kashmiri youngsters into the political process. And the day Mr. Narendra Modi made an alliance between the PDP and the BJP, he destroyed the PDP as an instrument that could bring youngsters into the political system. And the day he did that, he massively opened up space for the terrorists in Kashmir, and they came in. And you saw a massive increase in violence. The intelligence guys themselves in Jammu and Kashmir told me that large numbers of the PDP have suddenly gone towards the militants. When you take these strategic decisions to take a little bit of political advantage, you do tremendous damage to the country. Today, Jammu and Kashmir, the space in Jammu and Kashmir has been opened up, not only for the Pakistanis, for other players in the region. And it is going to impose a massive, massive strategic cost on India. Just one small decision. So when you go into the details of these things, yeah.
No, please, no, please.
This is not free speech if you're controlling what you ask.
I'll tell you what, I'll have a conversation with you after this. After that, you can share it with them, but I'll happily have a conversation.
Please go ahead.
Carry on.
What carry on? Where were we? We were on, you were
Modi,
talking
Mr.
about the Modi government's performance.
So one thing that I think would be good is if he would speak